TCs, please, we have a special seat for you here. Please, all awardees, we have a special seat for you here and the accompanying TCs. We are going to be starting shortly, please.
Make me feel like say I'm Aladdin. Come bring some kind melodies. Oh, make myself no do past like this. So many things inside of my gene. Slide down, DBT.
Let's settle down, please. We begin shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to FIRS Special Day at the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair. And our theme for today is connecting businesses and creating value. Connecting businesses and creating value. Let's rise up for the national anthem. Thank you very much, band. While still standing, quickly, let's say the national prayer. We are going to be using the third standard of the anthem. We'll recite it. That's going to be our national prayer. So if you go to your program, you see it below. It's right there below. The third verse. The third verse. Are we set? All right. Let's go. O God of all creation, grant these our requests. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigerians may be blessed. Thank you very much. Let's have our seats. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome once more. Today is not just an event. It is a statement of our commitment to service, transformation, and value. At FIRS, we believe strongly in partnership that creates progress, and today we celebrate that partnership. Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to FIRS Special Day at the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair. My name is Babajide Adeleke, and it is an honor to guide us through today's program. Moving quickly, because we are behind schedule, we are going to be taking the opening remark. And today, it is an honor to invite our mother of the day, our very special mama, the director of Taxpayer Service Department, I'll be calling them TPSD, Dr. Lovett Ononuga. Please, let's give a round of applause as we welcome our beloved mama to the stage. Let's keep clapping, let's keep clapping, keep clapping. Mama, you're welcome.
Thank you. What's the name? Jide. Thank you so much, Jide. Thank you, everyone. It's always so refreshing to be in Lagos. Good afternoon, Lagos. Good afternoon, Eko. First, I want to apologize for the slight lateness in starting. And I also want to especially welcome the President, LCCI. All the MD is Dr. Omona. She was here just now. Has she left? Okay. And other management staff of LCCI. I want to welcome FRS directors here present, tax controllers, the ones who are the movers and the shakers of FRS. You know, without you, our taxpayers, you know, cannot boast of the service that they receive from FRS. I'm so happy to be here this afternoon. I want to acknowledge our partner suite here. Our sweet sisters here. Okay, you're welcome, very welcome. Good to have you here today. And our distinguished taxpayers, please wave, because today is about you. Today is about honoring you. I want to see how many are in the room today. Hajia, how come we have very many empty seats behind you? Huh? For our taxpayers? The awardees? Okay, all right, okay. So, it is truly an honor, truly an honor to stand here before you all at this year's Lagos International Trade Fair. The fair has over the years become one of Nigeria's most important platforms for business networking, innovation, and collaboration. It continues to provide a vital space for entrepreneurs, policymakers, and investors to engage, exchange ideas, and drive sustainable growth. So on behalf of the Executive Chairman FRS and the entire management of FRS, and of course, the Taxpayer Services Department of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, I congratulate the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry for its consistency and commitment to promoting enterprise and economic development through this annual event. The theme of this year's fair, connecting businesses, creating value, could not be more appropriate. It reminds us that business success is built on relationships. Relationships with customers, relationship with partners, regulators, and the wider tax-paying community. At FRS, we believe that these connections are essential to building a thriving economy. Our work in the Taxpayer Services Department is centered on strengthening one of the most important connections of all, the connection between taxpayers and the tax authority. We recognize that when this relationship is based on trust, clarity, and mutual respect, compliance becomes easier. Businesses operate with greater confidence and the economy benefits as a whole. The Federal Inland Revenue Service is committed to creating an environment where businesses can thrive while fulfilling their civic responsibilities. Through the Taxpayer Services Department, we are working to make taxpayer interactions with the service simpler, friendlier, and more transparent. We have established taxpayer service desks in each tax office across the country, increased taxpayer education and engagement activities, and strengthened our feedback mechanisms to ensure that taxpayers are heard and supported at every stage of their compliance journey. We continue to collaborate with business associations such as the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry to better understand the realities of the business environment and to ensure that our services truly meet your needs. Our goal is not only to collect revenue, but to build partnerships that drive shared prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, every thriving economy is built on the partnership between the public and private sectors. When businesses grow, employment rises, innovation expands, and government revenues increase, enabling investment in infrastructure, education, and social services. Every taxpayer, no matter the size of their business, contributes to the foundation of national development. Every compliant company helps to build the roads we live on, we drive on, the hospitals that care for us and our families, and the schools that nurture the next generation. This is the true meaning of creating value, not only within our organizations, but also across our communities and our nation. As this year's trade fair opens new doors of connection and opportunity, I encourage everyone here to see the FRS as your partner in progress. We are here to listen, to guide, and to support your efforts to remain compliant while you continue to create value through your enterprises. Together, let us keep strengthening the ties between business and government and governance, between compliance and development, and between prosperity and purpose. Thank you very much, and I wish us all a successful and inspiring trade fair this year. And I also want to especially wish you an enjoyable time here. We have, quite a few things lined up for you, not just by way of entertainment, but also by way of education. So we hope to spend to make the next couple of hours very exciting and interesting and also informative for everyone. So please loosen up and enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much for coming. We're so grateful to have you here today, attending our FRS Day. Thank you and welcome once again, everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lovett. We appreciate and celebrate your leadership, ma. Thank you very much. At this junction, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to introduce some special dignitaries whose presence here elevates this occasion and underscore its importance. So I would like to start with our host here, the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. It is an honor to recognize the presence of the President and Chairman of LCCI, Mr. Gabriel Idahosa. Let's celebrate him. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Next is the Deputy President of LCCI, Engineer Leye Kukpoluyi. You're welcome, sir. Let's celebrate him. Thank you very much, sir. Also, we have special dignitaries here from FIRS, and I'll be starting with our Deputy Director of Lagos MTO Mainland East, Mr. Wakirua SI. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, sir. Let's celebrate him. You're welcome. You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Also, we have here the Tax Controller of ETO, the Emerging Tax Office of Ikoyi 3, Deputy Director Gabriel Umaru. You're welcome, sir. Let's celebrate him. Ikeja. All right. Ikeja, ETO. Thank you very much. Also, we have a very special person here. I call her Mama because I worked under her for 6 years. She's a very sweet personnel. She's a mother to me, not just to me and a lot of people in the service. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Deputy Director of LTO Financials Ikoyi, Clara Obasi Mrs. You're welcome, Mama. You're welcome. You're welcome. Also, we also have our Deputy Director from TPSD Southwest, Mr. Olufunmilayo, Mrs. Olufunmilayo Ajayobi. Is that correct? You're welcome, ma. You're welcome. Welcome, Mama. Also, we have another sweet person in the house. She taught me in our Inspector of Task Force, and she's a very, very intelligent mama and a very wonderful teacher. She is the Task Controller of Onikon ETO. I think that has changed. Mrs. Erita Elijah, Deputy Director. You're welcome, ma. You're welcome, ma. Also, we have one of our director here as well, our Deputy Director, TPSD, TEEU South, Mrs. Ajia Aminat Olua. You're welcome, madam. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, moving forward, it's an honor to call once again, we've recognized his presence, our elegant President, our host here, and the Chairman of LCCI, Mr. Gabriel Idahosa. Let's welcome him for his speech. Please, let's celebrate our Chairman. Let's celebrate him as he moves forward to the podium. You are welcome, Chairman. You are welcome. Let's celebrate him. We can do better.
The Executive Chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Dr. Zach Adediji, who is ably represented today by Mrs. Lovett Oguna. Lovett. And the very large number of leadership of the FIRS that we have with you. I was saying to a lot of them before the event, if you look at our sponsors on this in front of you, the FIRS is the only federal agency of all the agencies in the federal government of Nigeria. The FIRS is the only federal agency that is a very major sponsor. And it is not just for this year. For quite a number of years now, the FIRS has consistently been the only federal major sponsor of our fair. So that creates a very, very strong bond between us and the federal and the FIRS. And every year we see various members of your leadership, and some of them we are quite familiar with. So it's on that note that I want to register our deep appreciation of the relationship that exists between us. It's a great pleasure to welcome you all to the Federal Inland Revenue Service Special Day at the ongoing 2025 fair. On behalf of Council and members of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I extend our profound appreciation to the management of FIRS for their unwavering dedication, innovation. We are going to hear about innovations today, and commitment to strengthening Nigeria's tax administration system. The general theme for the fair, connecting business, creating value, underscores the importance of collaboration, networking, and shared innovation as key drivers of wealth creation, trade partnerships, and productivity growth. It highlights the power of meaningful engagement as a catalyst for inclusive prosperity and sustainable business development. The FIRS has evolved into one of the most efficient, reform-driven public institutions in Nigeria. Its transformation into a technology-enabled, service-oriented revenue agency has significantly enhanced tax administration, transparency, and efficiency. Through reforms that we have come to know very well, like Tax Promax, e-filing systems, and digital payment services, FIRS has simplified tax compliance processes, improved transparency, and expanded the tax base. The Federal Inland Revenue Service has evolved into one of Nigeria's most efficient and reform-driven public institutions. Its transformation into a technology-enabled and service-oriented revenue agency has significantly strengthened tax administration, enhanced transparency, and improved operational efficiency. Through innovative platforms like Tax Promax, e-filing systems, and other devices, taxpayer customer experience has been transformed. The importance of these reforms is clear, and their impact is visible. The expansion of the tax net has boosted both revenue collection and diversification. In 2024, the Federal Inland Revenue achieved a historic milestone, surpassing 21.7 trillion in tax collection for the first time. This outstanding achievement underscores the success of policy alignment, institutional innovation, and the dedication and professionalism of the FIRS team. However, beyond these impressive figures, what truly stands out is the service's unwavering commitment to building trust between government and taxpayers. And that is what is exemplified every year by your participation in the trade fair. This deliberate effort to build trust and converting taxpayers to customers. In recent years, it's become very heartwarming to hear taxpayers being described as customers. I think it's also reflect an attitude change inside FRS itself. This promotes voluntary compliance and nurtures a culture of civil responsibility. The Chamber therefore commends the federal government for the recent tax reform signed into law, which aim to modernize tax administration, expand the tax base, and align Nigeria's fiscal framework with global best practices. These measures are designed to simplify compliance, reduce the burden of multiple taxation, and foster a predictable and business-friendly environment. These reforms should not merely focus on increasing revenue. They show clearly that they aim to build trust, strengthen accountability, and ensure that taxation becomes a genuine tool for national development. The FIRS stands at the center of this transformation, ensuring that every naira collected contributes meaningfully to infrastructure development, social investment, and the well-being of citizens. Undoubtedly, challenges remain, including Nigeria's low tax to GDP ratio, currently at about 6%, compared to the continental average of 16%. Multiple income taxation, informal sector compliance issues, limited tax awareness, and that's where this event comes in, and a weak enforcement culture. Yet within these challenges lie immense opportunities. Opportunity to broaden the tax nets, to deepen inclusion through tax innovation, and enhance tax education and awareness, and then build a transparent and equitable system that supports both large corporations and small businesses alike. Distinguished guests, today's special day is not merely a celebration of institutional success, but a reaffirmation of the vital link between taxation, national development, and good governance. The FIRS has demonstrated that when institutions are built on integrity, innovation, and accountability, they become true catalysts for progress. On this note, I extend heartfelt congratulations to the Federal Inland Revenue Service for its remarkable achievements, professionalism, and continued service to the nation. The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry values our enduring partnership with the FIRS and looks forward to deepening this collaboration in promoting tax efficiency, business growth, and national prosperity. I thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. The President and Chairman of Council, LCC High. Thank you for that wonderful speech. Thank you. We also have a special dignitary here that I would like to recognize. Director, GMTG, Dr. Odusi. Please, let's appreciate Dr. Odusi. Keeping the momentum strong, we now invite Dr. Dick Erie, ably represented by Dr. Odusi, for the goodwill message. The goodwill message. Dr. Odusi, welcome once more. Let's appreciate him. He's representing Dr. Dick Erie, our coordinating director. You're welcome, sir.
The President of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, and Industry, distinguished members of Chamber, esteemed taxpayers, business leaders, colleagues from sister government agencies, invited guests, colleagues, the pressmen present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of the Executive Chair, Coordinating Director, Government and Medium Tax Group, and the entire management team of Federal Inland Revenue Service, I am delighted to extend warm greetings and goodwill to the organizers and the participants of this event. This event provides a veritable platform for showcasing Nigerian economic strength, resilience, and entrepreneurship spirit. It is also an opportunity for government and private sectors to deepen collaboration towards building a more prosperous nation. This is aptly captured by the team Connecting Business, Creating Value. Today, as we mark FRS Special Day, we celebrate our taxpayers, the true drivers of national development. Your commitment and compliance make it possible for government to provide critical infrastructure, fund social programs, and sustain economic growth in pursuit of the Renew Hope agenda of the government. We deeply appreciate your continued partnership and sense of civic responsibility. The FRS remains steadfast in its mission to make taxation simple, fair, and transparent. As we transit to the implementation of the Nigerian Tax Reform Act 2025, effective 1st January 2026, we are deploying technology to ease tax administration, improve service delivery, and ensure that every taxpayer enjoys value for tax compliance. As we celebrate outstanding taxpayer being honored today, the Federal Inland Revenue Service acknowledges your exemplary compliance, transparency, contribution to the Nigerian fiscal sustainability. However, let me remind you that as we transit to the implementation of the new Nigerian Reform Act 2025, this comes with a set of expectations that will be instrumental in shaping modern, efficient, and trusted revenue service for all Nigerians. These expectations include, but not limited, sustain the tax compliance, embrace voluntary tax culture, strengthen partnership and collaborate with FRS, champion transparency and corporate governance, and contribute to national development goals. As we honor distinguished taxpayers today, we reaffirm our belief that when businesses thrive, the nation prospers. Together, we can continue to build a tax system that promotes investment, accountability, and shared prosperity. Once again, we commend the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry for hosting this prestigious fair and for the consistent effort in promoting trade and enterprise. The FRS is proud to be a partner in connecting businesses and creating value towards economic transformation. Thank you and God bless. Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, sir, Dr. Odunsi. Now we are moving to a very important section, and which is also exciting. As you all know, we are transitioning. We are moving from FIRS to NRS, Nigeria Revenue Service. So this is why this section is very important. Permit me to welcome Director, Emerging Taxpayer Department, Mr. Olufemi Oyebanji, ably represented by Mr. Umaru, the TC Ikeja Piri. Let's appreciate him as he comes to the podium. You are welcome, sir.
God bless you. Good afternoon, everybody. I bring greetings to you from my director, Mr. Olufemi Oyebanji, the Director of Emerging Taxpayer Department, Lagos. He's supposed to be here, but for unforeseen contingencies, he's not been able to be here. So he has asked me to represent him here to do a presentation. And that is why I'm here to represent him. I've been able to do a presentation titled Preparing for Tax Transformation, What Lies Ahead in 2026. And it's a detailed presentation, but for want of time, I might decide to skip some of the slides. So, preparing for tax transformation, what lies ahead? We know that the Nigerian tax system is undergoing transformation. We are aware of the current tax reforms. We are aware that our president has signed into law the fourth tax return, which is due to commence in the year 2026. And the tax reform has come with a lot of implications, a lot of changes that we practitioners, tax administrators, stakeholders, taxpayers, we are supposed to be carried along. So I thank you very much for this forum that has given us the opportunity at least to say something on the transformation process that is going on in Federal Inland Revenue Service. Okay? So I break down the paper into this outline. Introduction, why the tax reform? The 4 tax reform acts, what's ahead in 2026? And under that, we shall be discussing, if time permits, taxpayers' compliance obligations, changes in tax and tax incentives in the Tax Act as they affect taxpayers, provisions to encourage voluntary compliance, very, very key. Then NRS expectation from the taxpayers. So, introduction, the entire tax system in Nigeria is undergoing transformation. Before now, the tax system has undergone different types of reforms, tax law amendments and other fiscal policy interventions to address immediate tax issues as they arose. However, the new tax reform has come to transform the entire tax landscape and laying a very solid foundation for tax administration in Nigeria that will bring about the much needed sustainable development and diversified economy. And as we know, the world is changing very fast. So Nigeria needs to change. The tax laws need to change to conform with the realities of the changing world. Okay? The reform is a complete overhaul of the entire tax system, which is necessitated by the following reasons. So why the reform? One, the laws that we are presently operating on are outdated. So there's need for reforms. We have multiplicity of taxes. We have different complaints from stakeholders that we are paying so many taxes, so many burden. We are overburdened with a lot of taxes. So the tax laws have come to streamline all the tax laws into a very single, simplified document, easy for implementation. To broaden the tax base and to bring in more taxpayers and setting up small businesses into the tax net to conform with our tax system to the global best practices. To simplify the tax laws, thereby encouraging voluntary compliance. Yes, the reform is to simplify the tax laws, breaking down the tax laws to very easy, understandable ways to every taxpayer, and that encourages voluntary compliance. Income distribution to the progressive tax regime. The law is now meant to tax prosperity and not poverty. So the main theme, the principle behind the reform is to tax prosperity, not poverty. To raise sustainable revenue for government, of course, that is the primary reason for any tax at all, to raise sustainable revenue to government. Then, expected benefit of the reform, we have efficient tax administration to encourage voluntary compliance, to grow the economy, to introduce more productive tax incentive to taxpayers, for new investment flows, growth in small businesses, so on and so forth. Then, now, the 4 tax reform acts are signed by the president. One of the 4 tax reform acts is, number 1, the Nigerian Tax Act, NTA, which grants power of imposition of taxes. It is a comprehensive piece of legislation that outlined all 11 taxes in the country previously administered by different tax laws and compressed them into a single simplified document. So what this means is that before now, we have different tax laws guiding different types of taxes. About 11 of them. The VAT Act is there, regulated by the VAT Act. The VAT is regulated by the VAT Act. Company income tax regulated by Company Income Tax Act. Different type of acts regulating different type of taxes. But this reform has come to consolidate all the tax acts into a single document known as Nigerian Tax Act. The second one is Nigerian Tax Administration Act, NTAA. And that one simply set guidelines for administration. It set guidelines of how to administer the Nigerian Tax Act. The third one is Nigerian Revenue Service Establishment Act, and that, of course, establishes the NIRS. So from next year, you will not be seeing or hearing of FIRS again. What you'll be hearing is NRS, Nigerian Revenue Service. So this law establishes, give you the legal backing for the establishment of Nigerian Revenue Service. Okay? Then the last one is the Joint Revenue Board, which established the Act, which established the Joint Revenue Board Act. The Act also establishes 2 bodies, the Tax Appeal Tribunal, and that adjudicate on tax disputes, and the Tax Ombudsman to protect. So what we have now, this Act establishes the Tax Appeal Tribunal and the Tax Ombudsman. So they are basically responsible to settle tax disputes. Before dispute even arise, they handle it. Okay? So what lies ahead? What lies ahead in the year 2026? So it is no longer news that the now signed and gazetted 4 Tax Reform Act by the President, Commander-in-Chief, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, are due to take effect next year, starting from January. So it is therefore very important for taxpayers to be aware of their tax compliance obligations and requirements, particularly in areas of changes in the new Tax Act that are most likely to affect their business decisions in the coming year. Okay? So, compliance requirements on taxpayers. What are the compliance requirements as in the new Tax Act? Number 1, obligation to register. Okay? All taxpayers in Nigeria are obligated to register. Section 4 of the Nigerian Tax Administration Act requires every taxable person to register with the relevant tax authority and obtain a tax identification, tax ID, for the purpose of compliance with tax obligation. So what this means that if you are a taxable person offering or doing a taxable business, it is obligatory of you to register for tax. It is obligatory, except if you are not doing a taxable business. Okay? So if you are doing a taxable business in Nigeria, it is obligatory for you to register and obtain a tax ID, tax identity. The tax ID is a unique identifier. So every one of taxpayers in Nigeria have a unique identifiable ID that is identifiable to that taxpayer. And it must be stated on all documents for the purpose of tax compliance. Another key area to note is that it is now a condition to enter into a contract with government. So if you want to enter into a contract of supply, for example, with any government agency or establishment, you must have a TIN. So if you don't have a TIN and a contract is awarded to you, it has implications. So as we progress, you know. So it is now required for banking, insurance, stockbroking, and other financial services. So you can now see, before you operate a bank account and you are a business owner, you must have a TIN. Except if you are not a business owner. Except if you are not a business owner. You must have a tax identity. Okay? And then if a business is temporarily suspended, you can deregister. You can suspend your registration temporarily, pending when you recommence operations. All right? Then obligation to file returns. So in the new Tax Act, every taxpayer has an obligation. So you know that in the compliance process, the first obligation is to register. It is when you register that you can be seen to be under the tax net. Then the next level of compliance is that you must file your tax returns. Okay? Section 11 of the Nigerian Tax Act makes it mandatory for every company, whether you are exempted or not, underline, whether or not exempted from paying tax, it makes it mandatory for you to file self-assessment company income tax returns. So if you are here and you are a taxpayer, let it be known that you must file your returns. It's mandatory. Whether you are exempted from paying tax or not, it's mandatory. Okay? Then returns must be filed for old company within 6 months of the accounting period. And if it's a new company, within 18 months of incorporation or 6 months after the end of the accounting period, whichever comes earlier. Now we have two tax rates. That is a new introduction to the Act. Two tax rates. We now have company income tax rate, 0 for small companies. So we have 0% and 30% for large companies. So as we progress, we will know what a small company is. What is a small company for the purpose as defined by the Nigerian Tax Act and large companies. Then development levy has now been introduced, and that takes place. That replaces all other types of taxes that come with the filing of the company income tax returns. Before you file your company income tax returns, you'll be expected to pay education tax. Yes, you'll be expected to pay education tax. You'll be expected to also pay NITA, NASENI, police levy, all forms of taxes. But we know that now, with this introduction of development levy, which is 4% of the accessible profit, it has eliminated all this, multiplicity of taxes that comes with the filing of the company income tax returns. Okay? Capital allowances now on straight line. So companies will now claim capital allowances on straight line. Nothing like initial allowance, no any other except annual allowance. So and it's once annual allowance on the qualifying capital expenditures. Okay, no more restriction of capital allowance to 66.23% of accessible profit. Capital allowance is now fully claimed. So these are introduction to the new tax act to encourage taxpayers, so that if you have not made any profit, you'll not be expected to pay tax. The old law states that if you made profit and your capital allowance is even higher than your profit, you are still expected to restrict your capital allowance to the extent that you have to pay some level of tax. Okay? But now that has been removed. Okay? Capital gains tax. There's nothing like capital gain tax again. That has been removed completely. In fact, the act has been repealed completely with a new tax act. So now what obtains now is that when an asset is disposed, in the course of filing your company income tax returns, you file the capital gains will now be added to the profit and be taxed at 30%. Okay? So you file it along with your company income tax returns. So filing of VAT returns and the relevant changes in the Act. Okay? We know that VAT returns is to be filed on or before 21st day of the month following the month of returns. That has been there and that is still there. However, small companies are exempted from obligation of charging VAT or filing returns. So small companies are exempted. So they are exempted from filing VAT, they are exempted from charging, from filing, and making payments. So VAT is still retained, the rate is still retained at 7.5% of all goods and services, taxable goods and services. All right? Maintenance of sequential invoice numbering system, and shall in respect of each taxable supply issue and furnish the possessor with a value-added tax invoice. So it is now in the law that your invoice must be sequential. It must not be omitted. You must, as a taxpayer, not omit, the numbering of your invoice. This is for the purpose of tracking and audit trail. Okay? So it is also empowered the service on the adoption of electronic invoicing by taxable person. Stronger compliance through digital invoicing and tracking. We've been hearing of e-invoicing, e-invoicing. The law has made provision for that, and that is why FRS is going all along out to implement e-invoicing. So obligation of all government agencies and appointed agents of VAT collection to withhold VAT and remit. So government agencies are also obligated. That has been there and is still there. So they are obligated to, as agents of VAT collection, so deduct a source and remit on behalf of taxpayers to government. And the service to retain companies in oil and gas, we know that oil and gas, commercial bank, MTN and Airtel, they've been retained to continue to withhold VAT and remit to NRS. Okay? Filing of VAT returns and the relevant changes in the Act continue. Taxable persons to self-account for VAT. The provision for self-accounting is also there. It's been there before and it's also there. Taxable persons to apply for refund of input VAT paid in the production of zero-rated supplies. Zero-rated supplies are supplies made that has the input VAT are completely refundable. Input VAT on zero-rated supplies are refundable. So they can make application for refund from FRS and they'll be refunded for shows input VAT suffered in the production of zero-rated goods and services. Okay, now very important, input VAT on fixed assets and services now claimable. Before now, input VAT on fixed assets are not claimable. So if you suffer input VAT on fixed assets and overheads, the law forbids you claiming the input VAT, but now it has been inserted. So this helps taxpayers to claim input on fixed assets. See, very, very important. They can now claim fixed, input VAT on fixed assets and VAT on services. This help them help cash flow of trust companies. Input VAT will now be apportioned between taxable and non-taxable supplies. Input VAT are liable for deduction within 5 years, and this is also instructive. So after 5 years, that input VAT is accepted to have lapsed. So all the input VAT you've accumulated, if it's not, utilized within 5 years, after 5 years, it's expected to have lapsed. Implementation of digital VAT fiscalization system deployed by the service is now mandatory for all taxable persons. God bless you. Okay, my time is up. So we have detailed a lot of provisions. The paper is there and it can be shared to the participant. My time is up. So I've done a detailed provisions. So what is expected of us as taxpayers, as administration, is that a lot is on the table. The reform has come with a lot of implications. So it is expected of us as stakeholders, as taxpayers, to build capacity, just like what we are doing now. Create awareness. FRS is out to create a lot of awareness to taxpayers so that they understand the implications of the new Tax Act. Very, very important. Let me go to the last page. Now, I was saying something very, very instructive. Small companies. The definition of small companies. Nigerian Tax Act defines small company to mean a company that earns gross turnover of 50 million or less, and fixed asset not exceeding 250 million, provided that any business providing professional services shall not be classified as a small company. So what this means is that if your turnover as a small business is 50 million or less, you are exempted from paying tax. You are exempted from paying company income tax. You are exempted from paying VAT. You are exempted from deduction of withholding tax. So a lot of provisions are there that encourages these small businesses to flow. All right? And that is one way that government has introduced provisions to encourage growth and development of the informal sector, the small and small scale enterprises, to encourage development in that sector. All right? But the definition says that professional services are exempted. So if you are a professional service provider, this definition does not apply to you. So even if you earn 1 naira, that 1 naira is taxable. So let me go to the last page as a summary. Okay? Let me summarize. The paper is available for you. I'm just giving 15 minutes. So what are the expectations from taxpayers as we journey into the new year? Number 1, begin to build capacity in the new tax laws and be ready to open up your businesses to interface with the new technology requirement from the service. Your voluntary compliance is key in the tax administration process, as the tax compliance strategy of the service is moving from coercive approach to voluntary compliance. Number 3 says, be a proud Nigerian by contributing your quota in fulfilling your civic responsibility. Pay your tax to assist government to generate the much needed revenue for the development of the country. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. That was quite detailed and exciting. I'm excited for the new transformation from FIRS to NIRS. I don't know if you are excited, but I'm very excited. I can't wait. The service is well prepared and ready to execute the new transformation. Next, it's time to relax and unwind. And I'm about to bring in this performance group that have traveled wide and far. They are very good at what they do. And they will be entertaining us for 10 minutes. That's quite enough time for entertainment. So permit me to introduce the Kakaki entertainers. You're welcome. Let's encourage them. Welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That was electrifying and energizing. Thank you. God knows I can't dance to save my life. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. We are moving really fast. Next on the agenda, we have some special people here, some powerful women in our midst. And it is time to take a sensitization and goodwill message as well from them. You know, it's almost impossible to build a nation without women. So we have the Society of Women in Taxation, Southwest Lagos chapter. And to give the goodwill message, please permit me to introduce Mrs. Tayo Bolajobi for the sensitization and goodwill message. Society for Women in Taxation. Let's encourage them, please. Let's clap. Let's clap.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. Good afternoon, esteemed representative of our FRS partners. Good afternoon, LRS, Lagos State Internal Revenue. Good afternoon, our invaluable partner from Lagos chapter of Commerce and Industry. Esteemed colleagues, taxpayers, and fellow stakeholders. I'm here on behalf of my humble and amiable state coordinator, in person of Madam Jennifer Tayo Agbalajobi of Lagos chapter for the Society of Women in Taxation. I bring a greeting from my state coordinator, warm greeting from our state coordinator who couldn't be here today, but I'm standing here to send our well wishes. It is a proud honor to address today, Friday, November 14, 2025, at the banquet hall of the Tafawa Balewa Square. As we all gather for this crucial event, proudly held during the 2025 Lagos International Trade Fair. We are truly happy to join FRS, Federal Inland Revenue, at this year's trade fair, and an event that promotes tax awareness and encouragement to everyone to play their part in nation building. On behalf of Society of Women in Taxation, and specifically the entire Lagos chapter, I extend our warm regards and deepest gratitude to Federal Inland Revenue Service for collaborating with us in this essential taxpayer awareness program, which we are running today as a dedicated day of free tax cleaning service. For women in society in taxation, our mandate and mission is we are the female arm of the Charter Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. The institute is charged with determining the high standards of knowledge and skill required by professional tax practitioners and administration. Our objectives and as a suite are clear: to protect the institute chapter, to promote the interests of our female members, to maintain professional conduct, and encourage active participation in all professional tax matters. Tax education as the cornerstone of growth. We fully commend the FRSA for their organizing this program, which fosters more transparent and inclusive tax system in Nigeria. As a suite, we are committed to supporting initiatives that make process accessible and efficient for all Nigerians. We are truly happy to join FRS at this year's trade fair, an event that promotes tax awareness and encourages everyone to play their part in nation. As a women in taxation, we are here committed to pull more education and supporting and inspiring compliance through every opportunity like this. In conclusion, in order to take our time, we women in taxation, we really appreciate the kind gesture of Federal Inland Revenue Service, our honorable, the organizer of this LCC esteem, the Lagos Charter of Commerce and Industry. We really appreciate your kind of gesture for supporting this activity yearly. We pray that this organization, this thing will continue to move forward, and we pray that God will empower us to strengthen all the organization to move forward. We pray that God, mercy, will overshadow this our organization and Nigeria as a whole. Thank you all for your time and to make this trade fair and bring great success to everyone present here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. God bless you. Next, we have a presentation. And we have Mr. Ovueye that I'll introduce shortly. We call him Prof. He happens to be a man I've worked under as well. He's a working tax law and is here to take us on incentive and relief under the new tax reform. We are all aware that we have a new tax reform. As we are transitioning from FIRS to NRS, it comes with a new tax reform. So we have an expert here in taxation to guide us through some of the incentives and relief under the new tax reform. So permit me to introduce Assistant Director, my Oga, Mr. Oweye Olanrewaju, for his presentation. Let's appreciate him. Let's appreciate him. We are going to be learning a lot from him under this few minutes. It's a working tax law. You're welcome, Oga, sir. You're welcome. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Because of our time, permit me to stand on existing protocol. The topic before me is incentives and tax relief available for small business in Nigeria. And we are going to look at how this relief is going to benefit small-scale businesses in Nigeria. As we all know that tax incentive are spark that ignites flame of small businesses, fueling economic growth and illuminating paths to national prosperity. While tax reliefs are the lifeline that keeps SMEs afloat and allow them to breathe and grow and thrive. However, the legislative framework of Nigerian tax reform basically based on ability to ensure fairer distribution of tax burden among different businesses in different sectors, which the new tax reform has successfully done. Now, if you look at the basic objectives of some of these new tax law, we will realize that the tax burden of small business has reduced drastically, and this will create favorable environment for business to thrive, and it will encourage growth, because the end product of the tax reform is to create employment, accelerate developmental growth of our economy, thereby expanding tax base organically So these are some of the things why the reform came on board. However, I will quickly look at some of the basic incentives that we have there. One of them is the revision of the threshold for small business in Nigeria. As at the time the law was gazetted, the threshold was 50 million with a fixed assets value not exceeding 250 million. But as at November 3rd, 2025, if you go to the website of the Presidential Committee on Tax Reform and Fiscal Policy, there was a change in that threshold. The threshold turnover is now 100 million. Now, the essence of that is to be in tune with the economic reality on adjusting for inflation. However, another major incentive is the zero rate for income tax of small business. Small businesses are not exempted from tax. They will pay tax, but as zero rated, as zero rate. However, if you have capital allowance, when you are still a small company, you can accumulate that capital allowance pending the time you will exceed that small classification. It is allowed. Another incentive is that as a small business, you are not expected to pay development levy. Also, there is another relief for startup business, especially for non-residents that are carrying out the technologically driven services, including creative business. They are not going to be taxed in Nigeria, even though there is a provision in that law that say provided the non-resident has not been taxed in the home country. However, the presumptive tax will also in the law too. So these are some of the incentives that are available for small business. One that is very, very critical to us is the issue of capital gain tax. The capital gain tax, as long as you're a small business, you are not expected to pay capital gain tax. Now, if you look at VAT reforms, there are a lot of incentives that are available to small business there. One of them is that you are exempted to even register for VAT. You are not expected to charge VAT on your service. You are not expected to pay VAT, provided you are within the threshold. However, if you incur, there is another incentive that are available for small business, especially on the issue of zero-rated goods and services. Over the years, if you have zero-rated, basically on export, but now that has been expanded to cover essential goods like medicals, like basic foods, pharmaceutical products, educational materials. All these will enjoy a rate at zero-rated level. Also, the procedure of filing for small business has been simplified. Now you don't need an audited account for you as a small business to file your return. And laudable enough, the small business has been exempted from e-invoicing as of today, pending further directives. Then the progressive form of income tax. If you look at the income tax table, you will observe that if you are having an annual income up to 800,000 per annum, you are not expected to pay tax. You are paying tax at zero rates. Also, in the manufacturing sector, we can see that there is an incentive there. If you are a manufacturing company, you are exempted from withholding tax burden. So that will save that company from unnecessary administrative burden, and it will enable them to have enough cash flow. So manufacturing companies are exempted from withholding obligations. Then in agricultural sector, we talk about the issue of VAT exemption on tractor, fertilizer, seed, veterinary drugs, and animal feeds. And you are to enjoy tax holiday for 5 years if you are working in agricultural sector. However, if there is another incentive that is very, very critical, we call it research and development deduction, which is an allowable expense. Before, we normally have 10% of total profit, but as of today, the reform has changed the research and development deduction to 5% of annual turnover of the company. The essence is to increase cash flow of the organizations in that sector. Then we have economic development incentive. We call them priority sector. This one was to replace what is called pioneer status. We don't have pioneer status again. As from January 2026, no company will longer be given any pioneer status again. But if you have pioneer sector, you can continue to enjoy it. However, if you are under pioneer sector, you can compute your tax liability, compute your capital allowance, but you cannot pay tax. But immediately you migrate from pioneer sector, you cannot carry forward your capital allowance, as the case may be. Then, if you look at all this, there is one that is very unique as an incentive now. There is a mandatory regulation that says you must have taxpayer identification, which is a fundamental identifier. All this is to boost compliance level in compliance level. Then we've talked about the issue of VAT. The establishment of Ombuds office is very, very critical to enable businesses that will not have enough money to engage lawyers to advocate for them in terms of tax dispute. At no cost, you can approach them. They will be able to handle your tax dispute. Now, if you look at this comprehensive list, I've done a comprehensive analysis of some of the incentives that are available for businesses in Nigeria, ranging from personal income tax. Like if you are under national minimum wage, you are not expected to pay tax, and if your total annual income is up to 800 or below, you are also exempted. And that simply means that if your income annually is less than 20 million, you are going to enjoy more relief because you are going to pay at a reduced rate. However, if your income is about 20 million, you pay more tax. That makes this a progressive form of taxation. And we also have some allowable deductions, like a pension contribution, like a national insurance scheme, interest on loan, and any other allowance like life insurance that you are paid. But one thing that will interest us is the issue of rent relief, which has been used to replace the consolidated 20% consolidated relief. Now, what we are saying here is that if you have rent that you want to claim, there is a relief for you. Your total annual rent, 20% of it, you will now benchmark it with 500,000. The lower of it is what you are going to claim as your rent relief. But before you can claim it, you have to write the relevant tax authority before you can make such claim with documentary evidence. So when we talk about figure of pension and gratuity too, pensions and gratuity are exempted from tax. We also have compensation for loss of employment up to 50 million. The moment 50 million is exceeded, whatever is above that level, you are going to pay tax on it. Then the issue of capital gain tax, especially the issue of gains on shares. If the sales proceeds of your sales of shares below 150 million and your gain is less than 10 million, you are not expected to pay tax. So these are some of the incentives under capital gain tax, as we can see. Then we talk about small business. I have given you the threshold, currently now 100 million. If you go to the website of the Presidential Committee, you see the details there. The development levy, I've discussed about that. All small companies are exempted from development levy. Likewise, non-resident companies are also exempted. I have also talked about withholding tax from manufacturing company, agricultural business, they are exempted from withholding tax obligation. Then you look at issue of value-added tax. The value-added tax now, some of the elements, especially zero-rated goods and services, they have expanded the scope to cover basic food items so that people can have enough food within our economy. Then the issue of rent is now exempted from VAT. Educational services and material are also exempted. Then the stamp duty area is another laudable area. For example, if you are transferring amount less than 10,000 naira, you are not expected to pay stamp duty. Salary payments are also exempted. So then at the end of the day, we will now realize that the impact of these reliefs is to ensure that our economy is growing at alarming rate, and that will give us more funds in the private sector. This is very transformative. So the reform is transformative in the sense that it will encourage voluntary compliance, and at the end of the day, it's going to increase our tax to GDP ratio. As a small business, we all know that small businesses are the backbone of any economy. And in this direction, it's going to contribute more to a vibrant, inclusive, and sustainable economic future of Nigeria. Now, conclusively, with this incentive now, we will now have financial foundation for some of our SMEs in Nigeria so that they can compete with other businesses across the world. So at the end of the day, the burden that lies on small business will be eliminated. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. That was precise, accurate. Please, let's appreciate him once more. It's time for some excitement. You know, we are a customer-centric organization. So, in lieu of that, we are prepared for some raffle draws, quiz, question and answer. So I'll implore you to please listen attentively and be ready to participate in this raffle draw. So I'll be calling on Mr. Ashaolu. He's going to be anchoring this program. Please, let's appreciate him.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ashaolu. Ashaolu. And because of our time, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. As a service, we are constantly engaging in customer-centric approaches to ensure that taxpayers get the best in terms of exceptional customer service, tax education and enlightenment, and a great reward system. So part of our reward system is giving awards to compliant taxpayers to encourage them to be more compliant and to also encourage the recalcitrant ones to be compliant. So right now, I'll be calling on 3 random people from the audience. We'll be asking them questions. Once you'll be spinning, there are questions on the spinning board. Once you get them correctly, you'll be given gifts. Okay. All right, ma'am. Please come, ma'am. Please come. Please come. Sir, please come. Please come, sir. Please come, sir. And please come. Please come. Please come. Thank you. Please come. So this is the spinning board. You have maximum of 2 attempts. So this is how to spin. Then you answer the questions. Okay. Please spin again. This is not a question. Sorry. Again, ma'am, please. This one is. Okay, we have a question here. What is the full meaning of FIRS?
Federal Inland Revenue Service.
Very, very correct. A round of applause for her, please. You have a gift, ma'am. Thank you so much. Take a picture, please. Thank you very much, ma'am. The next person, sir. Please come, sir. Okay. All right. The question says, what is the FIRS new slogan? Dash tax, maximizing dash.
I cannot remember.
Okay, sir. You have one last attempt, sir. You can spin again, sir. Okay. Oh, you spin again, sir. You say you should spin again. Okay. What is the full meaning of FRS?
The pay tester.
Come again, sir?
You pay Nigerian tester.
Sir, you didn't get it, sir. You didn't get it. All right. Thank you for coming, sir. A round of applause for him, please. Okay. Please spin again. It's on the middle. Okay. The question says, name 7 tax types in Nigeria. Get 5 correctly to win. Just give it a try. Okay. You can spin again, please. Okay. What is the full meaning of FRS? The full meaning of FRS. All right. All right. Please, I have to pick. Okay. Are you ready now? Okay.
Federal Inland Revenue Resource.
A round of applause for her, please. Thank you. Please hold on. Hold on, please.
Okay, please permit me to call the tax controller of Telecom, Mrs. Kelly Obaito, for the gift presentation. Let's appreciate her. Mama, please. One more.
Thank you. Okay. I have another person here. Please spin. You have maximum of 2 attempts. Okay. What is FRS new slogan? Dash tax, maximizing dash.
Tax maximizing. I can't remember.
Okay, please, you have one last attempt. Again, please. Spin again. What is the full meaning of FRS? Okay, spin again. And there are other questions there. Who is the executive chairman of FRS? Executive chairman of FRS.
Please, I can't remember the name.
You can't remember the name?
I can't remember the name. But the one I know was Federal Inland Revenue. It was Old Gubian. I can't remember the name.
Thank you very much. I have to still call another person.
Yes. We'll call someone else.
Okay.
Be on the lookout. You can be called upon.
Sir, please. Sir, please, can you come? Can you come, please? Don't worry, just a try. Thank you, sir. You have maximum of 2 attempts. So you can spin. What is FRS new slogan? Dash tax, maximizing dash.
I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Spin again, please. What is the full meaning of TCC? The full meaning of TCC.
No, let it pass. Let it pass.
All right. No, you have maximum of 2 attempts, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much, sir. Please, I have to call another
One lucky
person.
winner again. One lucky winner again.
Okay. It can be. Okay, okay. Please come. Please come. Maximum of 2 attempts, please. Okay, what is FRS new slogan? Dash tax, maximizing dash.
Development. No. Let me try one more time.
One more spin. What is the full meaning of FRS?
Did I say it?
Oh, spin again. That's it. Let's see. I think I have to throw the question open, please. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, please. Who can tell us the full meaning of VAT? Full meaning of VAT.
Value added tax.
A round of applause for her, please. Please step forward. Value added tax. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man.
What's the rate of value added tax?
Thank you very much. Thank you. So some of the questions, our slogan, simplifying tax and maximizing. Then our chairman, Dr. Zach Adedeji. So we have to, tell you the answer in case of people that don't know. Please don't forget, simplifying tax, maximizing. Let's say it again, please. Simplifying tax, maximizing. Thank you very much. Let's appreciate all our winners one more time. Let's appreciate them. Moving forward, it is time for recognition. I can't overemphasize it that FIRS is a customer-centric organization. Our customers are so esteemed to us. We call them kings and queens. So we are going to be recognizing some of our esteemed customers, our taxpayer, because the reason we are here today is actually because of them. And in doing this, we are going to be doing it in different phases. So I'm going to be calling on our director that will facilitate this. So please, to get this done, once your name is called, we would also like to have the accompanying TC as well to join them so that we can take a picture and presentation of the gifts. So I'll be calling once again to the podium our mother of the day, our own very mama, Dr. Lovette Ononuga, to the podium. Let's appreciate our mama. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her. You're welcome, mama.
Representative. Okay, so yeah.
All right. Also accompanying Mama is, I'll be calling on two other people that will be supporting her for the presentation. We'll be starting with the Emerging Task Group. So permit me to call Mrs. Ngozi Unoma. I think she's represented by Mrs. Erita. Yes. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her. Also, we have Mr. Benga Daniel as well for the presentation to the ETG group. The three will be presenting the award. Mr. Benga. I'm sure he's around. Hello. Okay. Okay. Yeah, they want it. What's your name? Okay. So Mr. Tokumbola Tunji will be representing Mr. Benga Daniel. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. Okay. So our first awardee is Jayton Mobility Services. Jayton Mobility Services. Please let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. So the accompanying TC2 should please come forward. The next one. Okay. All right. Next is Stark Marine Offshore Limited. Stark Marine Offshore Limited. Thank you very much. Thank you. Just the flag off. All right. Okay.
So thank you everyone for your patience. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is the reason why we're here today. The bigger reason that we're here today is to honor our taxpayers. And like Mr. Jide, the moderator, said, we're going to start with the Emerging Taxpayer Group. The emerging taxpayers, we're going to be honoring them and giving them the awards as most compliant. There was a criteria we used to identify was compliant, and that was with the help of the tax controllers. So the tax controllers actually nominated the taxpayers that will be honored here today. And why are we honoring them? We are honoring them for their commitment to paying their taxes on time as I went due, and also in the right amount of taxes as well. So I want you to, on behalf of the executive chairman, to know that this, your partnership, we value your partnership as our taxpayers to helping FRS fulfill our own mandate as the government arm that collects and remits taxes. And that's why we have chosen to honor you in this manner this year. So please bear with us as we call all the taxpayers up. You know, they're here. Okay.
Stark Marine Offshore Limited. Please, the TC, please, you are supposed to be here as well. So once we call the complaint, the accompanying TC should come as well. Delta Industrial Equipment Limited. Please come forward. Okay, that's medium, right? And that's the next. Okay, there's a last one. Okay. Okay, those ones you take are the ones available. They are medium. Delta, right? Just hold on. Lewil Engineering Equipment. Lewil Engineering Equipment. The tax controller, please. Lewil Engineering Equipment. The company representative and the tax controller. Yes, you can go now. Can go. Lewil. Yeah. Okay. All right. First Ali Capital Limited. First Ali Capital Limited. Thank you very much. Congratulations. We are going to be moving to the medium taxpayer group now. So let's appreciate Dr. Erita and then Mr. Vega. Let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. So I'll be calling on Mrs. Clara Obasi. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate her. And then Mrs. Kelly Obaiton. They will be assisting Dr. Lovett for the presentation for the medium taxpayers group. Let's appreciate them, please. You're welcome, Mama. Delta Industry Equipment Limited, please come forward. Congratulations. Thank you for being faithful. Thank you. First Ali Capital Limited. First Ally, Abi. Okay. All right. SGS inspection. Is it inspection? Service. SGS Inspection Service Nigeria Limited. SGS Inspection Service Nigeria Limited. Congratulations, Delta Industry Equipment. Thank you. Next is First Ally Capital Limited. Congratulations. Thank you for your service to the nation. Thank you. No. That's First Ally. SG. What's the Okay. Guarantee Trust Funds Manager Limited. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers Limited. Congratulations, First Ally Capital Limited. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next is SGS Inspection Service Nigeria Limited. Congratulations. Thank you very much. We celebrate and appreciate you. The accompanying TC, please. Please, once we call the complaint, let the tax controller come out as well. Guarantee. Okay. Tech Mahindra Nigeria Limited. Tech Mahindra Nigeria Limited. Yeah. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers. Thank you very much. Tech. LNG. Nigeria LNG Limited. Nigeria LNG Limited. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tech Mahindra Nigeria Limited is next. Congratulations, Guarantee Trust Fund Manager. Tech Mahindra Nigeria Limited. Thank you. Congratulations. These are medium taxpayers. The tax controller of Nigeria LNG Limited should please come forward. All right. Next, we are moving to our large taxpayers. Large taxpayers. Hey, let me know. Nigeria Energy. Thank you. Congratulations. Yes, you can go. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's true. Yes, we are done. You can go. Thank you very much, Mrs. Clara and Mrs. Obaiton. Thank you very much. So, okay, yes, I'll call him. Yes, Dr. Odunsi and the President and Chairman of Council LCCI will be assisting Dr. Lovett for the large taxpayer category. Thank you. Let's welcome our President. Let's welcome him. And Dr. Odunsi as well. Congratulations, Nigeria LNG Limited. You can go now. So you said you go back to which one? Dangote Cement. Please come forward. Dangote Cement. Dangote Cement. Guinness Nigeria Limited. Congratulations, Nigeria LNG. Congratulations. Next is Dangote Cement. Dangote Cement. Guinness Nigeria Limited. Guinness Nigeria Limited. Guinness Nigeria Limited. MTN. You didn't mark both of them. Oh. That's okay. Citibank. Congratulations, Dangote Cement. Guinness Nigeria Limited is next. Guinness Nigeria Limited. MTN next. Congratulations, Guinness Nigeria. Thank you very much. Next is MTN. Congratulations, MTN. Acro Worldwide Services Ltd. Acro Worldwide Services Ltd. Please. Okay. It's limited. They are ETO. I'm not saying they are limited. Is ACO, Abi? ACO Worldwide Services Limited. Okay. Next is Citibank. Citibank. After. ACO Worldwide Services is next. Congratulations. Congratulations, ACO Worldwide Services. ACO. Outlet Parkford Nigeria Limited. Actis West African Income Managers. If you are here, please step forward. So we have a presentation here from LCC High to FIRS. So the president of LCC High will be presenting it to us. Let's appreciate them for this kind gesture. Let's appreciate them. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I was telling Dr. Lovett Ananuga that, as I said at the beginning, the Federal Inland Revenue Service has distinguished itself as the only federal government agency, MDAs, that has consistently, not just 1 year, one and off, every year, consistently supported the Lagos International Trade Fair in a very, very significant material support. We want to really thank FRS. And this is just a token to establish our gratitude in some form that can show in your offices.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I have the singular honor to accept this award on behalf of the Executive Chairman FRS. We recognize your place as a partner in progress, and that's why we consistently support, institutions such as yourself. And we want to thank you for your commitment over the years, also not giving up. Every year we see in your institution you're driving the excellence in the business community. Your commitment ensures that businesses have a platform that they will continue to thrive, and that a unified front that represents businesses. And so thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I, on behalf of, I received this award also on behalf of not just the executive chairman of FRS, but the entire management of FRS and every staff of FRS, all the directors here present, the deputy directors, the tax controllers, assistant directors, and every officer in the Federal Inland Revenue Service. We are one big family, we're a team, and we can't do anything without each other. I want to especially also thank my taxpayer service department team in Lagos for their, hard work, dedication, and excellence in organizing this event. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, so to retaliate, we also have a small token of appreciation for you, sir, and the entire LCCI. On behalf of the executive chairman, please do accept this token of appreciation for your partnership and dedication. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, so we're done. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Lovett and the president of LCC High. Let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. Thank you very much. Permit me to quickly recognize the head of TEEU North, Ajia Aribadu. Let's appreciate her. Let's appreciate Ajia. Yeah. Also, we have a representative from Oil and Gas, our Deputy Director, my Oga, Mr. Emmanuel Aniko. Let's appreciate him. All right. So please, we are going to be having a quick photo session for all the awardees. All the awardees. One person each from each company. One person, please. Let's quickly come out and have the quick photo session for all the awardees. Yes. Please come along with the award as well. A representative each. All right. So we'll be using here. Here. Yes. Please come with the award. All the awardees. A representative each. Let's make it snappy. All the awardees. Okay, you can climb the podium. Each representative, please, and come with your award. All the awardees. You can go through the back. There's space there. Okay. All large tax awardees. No, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Just stay. They're calling it category by category. Yeah. Large tax. Deputy Director, Southwest. All right, thank you very much. Next is medium taxpayers. Medium taxpayers. Thank you very much. Large tax payers. Imagine. The emerging taxpayer category. Just wait. Emerging tax. Don't. It's only when I think the rest. Thank you very much. Maybe after. Thank you very much. Thank you. We are gradually coming to the end of the program. And to take us further, shortly and quickly, I'll be calling on Yeye Adesola Oyinloye Ndu, ably represented by Mrs. Shaji Bosede Olajumoke from LTO Agidingbi, Ikeja, Assistant Director. Please, let's welcome her for the customer centricity remark.
Good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Permit me to stand on existing protocols. I have the honor to represent the special advisors on customer-centric city to our executive chairman, Federal Inland Revenue Service, in person of Yeye Olushola Oyinloye Ndu, who is unavoidably absent due to unforeseen circumstances. Please, she tender a reserved apology. Going forward, the paper centers on advancing customer-centric perspectives on the new tax acts of FIRS. However, in order not to bore us, having spent much time in the hall and having heard many initiatives of FIRS regarding the ongoing transition from FIRS to NRS and various technological initiatives as testified to by the President, LCCI, in person of Chief Gabriel Idahosa. It's commendable that the good work in FIRS is feasible and the customer-centric culture in FIRS is yielding results among the business initiatives that is being put on, and that the community, the business community, are recognizing all our efforts and is yielding positive and impactful results among the business community. Without wasting much of your time, I will just put the introduction. The Federal Inland Revenue Service is transforming into Nigeria Revenue Service, NRS, with effect from 1st January 2026. And this change aims to enhance customer-centric delivery, leveraging on technologies and processes, improvements to both revenue generation and tax payers compliance. And as rightly said by the President, LCCI, we no longer have taxpayers. What we have in FRS are customers. And by so doing, we show empathy in the discharge of our duties professionally and with integrity. And going forward, without wasting much of our time, you will have seen our people wearing their t-shirts with this USSD code. Please, I enjoy all of us to try and put on the USSD code *829# and see the initiatives that comes with digital transformation in FRS. This *829 gives taxpayers opportunities of seeing general information about FRS, location of tax office within our location, the tax type, and numerous other things which taxpayer need. Retrieval of TIN. Gone are the days when you need to visit tax office for you to come and retrieve your things. This short code enables our customers to get those information. Please permit me, with the permission of my director, Dr. Lovett Ononuga, to please enjoin all of us to try this short code and give us a feedback on it. Thank you and God bless you. We cannot but promise that customer centricism has become a culture in FIRS, and we promise to do more as we progress into NIRS with bigger responsibility. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Ma, for keeping to time. We appreciate you. God bless you. Well, it's been a pleasure guiding us through this program, and what a way to bring everything to an end by giving a vote of thanks. So it is my pleasure to invite the ravishing Mrs. Ajia Aminat Olua to give the vote of thanks. Let's appreciate her.
I'm not alone. I have my disciples. You can also turn so that they say do a 360 degree for you. Yes. Good evening, distinguished guests and participants. All courtesies duly extended. As we conclude our special FRS Day program today, I would like to appreciate our host. Daddy, I'm sure you see me in your dreams in the past 8 days. I'd like to thank you for giving us this interface to meet with the participants, to educate them, sensitize them. The collaboration has allowed us to demystify some of the misconceptions as we transition into the new regime. And now we want to believe that the people we have engaged with already know what to expect come January 2026. Don't worry, we won't take any money from your bank account. We have educated, we have enlightened, we've taken all your feedbacks, we have resolved the ones we could on the spot, and then the ones that we're going to take for heightened engagement has been listed. We thank you. We thank our esteemed taxpayers, especially the proud, compliant ones. A round of applause for them. But we're not going to give up on the recalcitrant one. We will continue to educate until you do the right thing. I'm going to call our director, Dr. Lovett, to come to the podium. Thank you.
Let's appreciate Ma'am.
Ajia Ribadu, please come to the podium. All TPSD staff present, please come on to the podium. Quickly. Thank you. So we thank you. We're still here till Sunday. We have our desks. We're registering. Come to us. We will tell you all you need to know. You don't need to be afraid. The new tax law is going to tax the fruit and not the seed. So, do you want to speak now? Do you want to speak? Okay. So, some of you mixed the questions, but we'll do a short drama for you. We'll do a 360 because we are moving adverts. No. We'll do a 360, turn around, because we're moving advert. Right? What can you see? Okay, please don't forget. So let's turn forward. Mr. Shaulu, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When I say...
Okay, after the count of 3, when I say FRS, you say simplifying, maximizing revenue.
1, 2, 3, go. FRS!
Simplifying tax, maximizing revenue. Woo!
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's appreciate them. The Taxpayer Service Department. Now we have refreshment for us. Please ensure you stay back and enjoy our refreshment. So while this is going on, we are going to be having photo section for our dignitaries. So we would like to have our directors, all our directors, to come forward for the pictures. Please stay back. Stay back for the refreshment. Thank you very much. Okay, so Dr. Lovett is waiting. Please, all deputy directors, please come forward. Come forward. Task controllers as well, come forward for the picture. Dr. Lovett is waiting right here. And all the presenters of today, Mr. Aweye, all the presenters, all the paper presenters, please come forward. Please hold your mobile phones. Please hold your mobile phones. Don't drop it. It is called handset. Please hold it. All the presenters, all the task controllers, all the deputy directors, please come forward for a photo shoot and wait behind for our refreshment. Please don't go. Okay. The next is all the LCCI executives. All the LCCI executive. All the LCCI executive, please come forward. Come forward. Let's give way for our president, our deputy president, and all the executive. Please come forward for a photo shoot. You're welcome. Okay. All SCCI executives. Thank you very much. Thank you.
My brother, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
What's your name again?
Kayode Seyi.
Kayode Seyi.
Which office are you?
I'm in audit.
Audit?
Yes.
The Koyi here?
No. Large task aviation and construction. It's a marina.